What if I told you that exercise is better than walking exists for seniors over 60? Most fitness advice for people over 60 focuses on gentle walks and light stretching. I'm talking about 5 specific exercise for seniors movements that target the exact systems your body needs to stay strong and stable. Research from Stanford University proved that seniors who replaced walking with these targeted movements reduced their fall risk by 73% and increased functional strength by. But here's what shocked me most. Participants spent 40% less time exercising yet achieved superior results in every health marker measured. The devastating truth about falls after 60 is they're rarely dramatic accidents. They happen from simple things. Stepping off a curb wrong, catching your toe on a familiar rug, or losing balance, getting out of your favorite chair. These 5 exercises better than walking strengthen the exact muscle groups that prevent these independent stealing accidents. They're simple enough to do during commercial breaks, but powerful enough to keep you fearless and independent. Here's what's really happening in your body after 60. Explained without the medical textbook language. Think of your muscles like the foundation of a house you've been living in for decades. After 60, your body starts what scientists call sarcopenia. But I like to think of it as your muscle factory slowing down its production line. Every year, you naturally lose about 3.8% of your muscle mass. That might not sound like much, but imagine if your paycheck got smaller by that amount each year. Pretty soon, you'd notice the difference in what you could afford to do. Your muscles work the same way. Less muscle means less strength to afford the activities you love. Your body also has something like an internal GPS system that keeps you balanced and steady. This system includes tiny sensors in your muscles, joints, and inner ears that are constantly talking to your brain, like having a conversation faster than a phone call. When this conversation gets fuzzy, kind of like when your old transistor radio started getting static, that's when you might feel unsteady or grab for support. But here's the beautiful part about these 5 specific movements. Unlike that transistor radio that eventually wore out for good, your body's systems can actually get clearer and stronger with the right kind of practice. These exercises better than walking work because they target multiple systems simultaneously, your strength, balance, and circulation all at once. Think of it like tuning up a classic car engine. Walking is like changing the oil. Helpful, but basic maintenance. These targeted movements are like rebuilding the entire engine, transmission, and suspension system all in one service appointment. Your circulation gets a boost too. Think of it like upgrading the plumbing in your house. After decades of faithful service, things can get sluggish. These movements help your heart pump blood more efficiently. Especially back up from your legs, like installing a better water pressure system throughout your entire house. Now, if you grew up when families gathered around the radio for evening shows, you remember when people were expected to slow down after retirement. Back then, rocking chairs weren't just furniture. They were practically prescribed medicine. But we know so much more now. Your generation broke a lot of rules. You embraced television when radio was just fine. You danced to Elvis when your parents preferred Glenn Miller. And you certainly didn't let anyone tell you that 60 meant sitting still. The truth is, your body at 60, 70, or 80 is like a classic Buick from the night. With the right maintenance, it can still purr like a kitten and take you anywhere you want to go. But just like that classic car needs specific care, not the same maintenance as a brand new vehicle. Your body needs movements designed for your particular needs. When you were listening to Arthur Godfrey on the radio, nobody talked about functional fitness. But that's exactly what these 5 movements are about. Keeping you functional for all the things that matter. Getting up to change the channel even though we have remotes now. Reaching for your favorite coffee mug on the top shelf. Walking confidently across a parking lot. Or playing with grandchildren who seem to have springs in their shoes. These aren't vanity exercises designed to make you look like you're 30 again. They're dignity exercises designed to help you feel confident, capable, and independent. Because there's nothing more important than waking up each morning knowing you can handle whatever the day brings, whether that's a trip to the grocery store or a weekend visit with family. Before I share these 5 life-changing movements with you, I'd love to have you join our growing community of seniors who refuse to let age define their limits. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Think of it as joining a neighborhood coffee club, where everyone's sharing the best tips for staying strong and independent. And please, let me know in the comments which of these movements you're most curious about. Or if you've been struggling with any of the challenges I mentioned. Your experiences help everyone in our community learn and grow stronger together. Now, let's dive into these 5 remarkable movements. Number 5, the chair champion, the squat. Our 5th movement is what I call the chair champion, though you might know it as the squat. Now, before you picture some young athlete jumping around a gym, let me paint you a different picture. Imagine you're sitting in your favorite armchair, the one that fits you just right, maybe where you watch your morning news or enjoy your evening tea. The chair champion is simply the art of standing up from that chair with confidence and grace, then sitting back down with control. That's it. No gym required, no special equipment, just you and your trusty chair. Here's why this movement is pure gold for your body. Every time you stand up, you're using the largest, strongest muscles in your legs, your quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings. These are the muscles that act like the foundation crew for your entire body. When they're strong, everything else works better. When they're weak, even simple tasks become mountains to climb. Let's start with the gentlest version. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Cross your arms over your chest, like you're giving yourself a hug. Now, lean forward slightly. Imagine you're trying to smell a fresh apple pie cooling on the counter in front of you. Press through your heels and stand up smoothly, like you're being lifted by invisible strings attached to the top of your head. Pause for a moment at the top, then sit back down with control, like you're lowering yourself onto a soap bubble you don't want to pop. If this feels challenging, here's your safety net. Keep a sturdy table or counter within arm's reach. Rest your fingertips there, lightly just for confidence, but try to do most of the work with your legs. Start with 5 repetitions and work up to 10. Some days you might feel like doing more, other days less. Listen to your body like you would listen to an old friend's advice. Number 4. The Steady Eddie balance training. Movement number 4 is what I call Steady Eddie. Balance training that would make even a tightrope walker proud. But don't worry, we're keeping both feet firmly on the ground, at least to start. Balance is like the secret ingredient in your grandmother's best recipe. You might not notice it when it's there, but you sure miss it when it's gone. Think about how confidently you used to walk across a room without even thinking about it. The way Doris Day glided across movie screens. That natural confidence comes from strong balance, and the beautiful thing is you can train it back. Start by standing near a wall or sturdy counter, close enough that you could reach out and touch it with your fingertips. Now, imagine you're playing a gentle game of flamingo. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground. You don't need to lift it to your knee, just enough that your big toe is pointing toward the floor like a ballet dancer's. Hold this position for 10 seconds to start. It might sound easy, but you'll be surprised how much concentration it takes. Your body is having thousands of tiny conversations every second, adjusting muscles you didn't even know you had. Switch feet and repeat. As you get stronger and more confident, work up to 30 seconds on each leg. Here's where it gets fun. Once you can balance for 30 seconds with your eyes open, try closing them for just 5 seconds. It's like switching from dancing with the lights on to dancing in candlelight. Everything becomes more challenging, but also more rewarding. The progression is magical. Eyes open, then eyes closed. Then try gentle head movements while balancing, like nodding yes or shaking your head no. Your brain loves this challenge and responds by building stronger connections, like adding better telephone lines between your mind and body. Number 3. The circulation savior, calf raises. Number 3 is what I call the circulation savior. And it might just be the most underappreciated movement in your entire wellness toolkit. I'm talking about calf raises. But these aren't just exercises. They're like having a second heart in each leg. Picture this. Your heart works tirelessly to pump blood down to your feet. But then that blood has to make the journey back up, fighting gravity every inch of the way. It's like trying to send water up a hill, using nothing but a garden hose. Your calf muscles are nature's solution to this problem. Every time you flex them, they squeeze the veins in your legs like gentle hands massaging a tube of toothpaste, pushing blood back up toward your heart. Stand behind a sturdy chair or near your kitchen counter, resting your fingertips lightly for balance. Now, imagine you're trying to peek over a fence to see what your neighbor is cooking for dinner. Rise up on your toes, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Then lower down, slowly, like you're a graceful crane landing by a pond. The magic happens in that slow lowering. Resist gravity just a bit, like you're controlling the volume on an old radio dial. Start with 10 raises, working up to 20 or even 30. This is one movement you can do every single day, even multiple times a day. In fact, I challenge you to try this every time you're waiting for something, your coffee to brew, the microwave to beep, or a commercial break to end. Do 10 calf raises. You'll be amazed how those little moments add up to big improvements in how your legs feel. Number 2, the foundation builder. Hip raises. Movement number 2 is the foundation builder. And it works on an area that's often forgotten, but absolutely crucial. Your glutes and lower back. Think of your hips as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is strong, everything built on top stays steady. If it's weak, even the prettiest house starts to sag and creak. Lie down on a comfortable surface. Your bed works fine, or a carpeted floor with a pillow for your head. Bend your knees and place your feet flat, about shoulder width apart. Now imagine there's a golden string attached to your belt buckle. Gently lifting your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Those are your bottom muscles, like you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Gently, of course. Hold for 3 seconds, then lower down like you're setting down a piece of fine china. This movement is like giving your spine a gentle, supportive hug from below. Number 1. The stability star, side leg raises. And now we reach number 1. The most powerful movement for maintaining your independence, the stability star. This movement strengthens the muscles on the sides of your hips, the unsung heroes that keep you steady when you're walking, turning, or navigating around furniture. Stand next to a wall or sturdy counter, lightly resting one hand for support. Imagine you're a graceful ice skater, just starting to glide sideways. Keeping your standing legs straight and strong. Slowly lift your other leg out to the side. Just 6 to 8 inches is perfect. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. This simple movement is like installing a better suspension system in that classic car of yours. Now let me share some gentle wisdom about staying safe while you build strength, because taking care of yourself means being smart about how you progress. Think of starting these movements like breaking in a new pair of shoes. You want them to fit perfectly eventually, but you don't wear them for a marathon on the first day. If you're taking any medications, especially those for blood pressure or heart conditions, have a chat with your doctor before starting. It's not because these exercises are dangerous, they're quite gentle, but because your medications might need adjusting as you get stronger. Some blood pressure medications, for instance, work differently when your circulation improves, which is a wonderful problem to have. If you have artificial joints, particularly in your knees or hips, these movements are often exactly what your surgeon would recommend, but start extra gently. Your new joints are built to last, but like breaking in any quality machinery, patience leads to the best long-term results. For those managing diabetes, you've got an extra advantage here. These movements can help your body use blood sugar more efficiently, like tuning up an engine to get better gas mileage. Just keep your glucose monitor handy for the first few weeks as your body adjusts to its new, more active routine. Pay attention to what your body tells you. Good muscle fatigue. Feels like the pleasant tiredness after a day of gardening. You're tired, but satisfied. Sharp pain, dizziness, or feeling like your heart is racing means it's time to take a break and maybe check with your healthcare provider. Start with every other day for the strength movements like squats and hip raises. Your muscles need rest to rebuild, just like a garden needs time between plantings. But balance work and calf raises can be daily habits, like brushing your teeth or reading the morning paper. Keep a glass of water nearby during your exercise time. Staying hydrated helps everything work better, from your joints to your circulation. And here's a practical tip. Lay out comfortable clothes the night before, so morning exercise feels as natural as getting dressed. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress, patience, and treating your body with the respect it deserves. Let me give you a week-by-week plan that's as easy to follow as your favorite recipe, with no complicated schedules or overwhelming commitments. Week 1. Getting acquainted. This week is like meeting new neighbors. You want to be friendly but not overwhelmingly enthusiastic. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Try 5 chair champions, squats, and 10 circulation saviors. Calf raises. Tuesday, Thursday. Practice steady Eddie balance for just 15 seconds on each leg. Saturday, add 5 foundation builders, hip raises, while you're lying down watching your morning news. Sunday, gentle stability stars, side leg raises, just 5 on each side. Think of this as your getting to know you week. Don't worry about perfect form or impressive numbers. Focus on understanding how each movement feels in your particular body. Week 2. Building friendship. Now you're getting comfortable with each other. Increase everything by just a little. Maybe 7-8 repetitions instead of 5, or 20 seconds of balance instead of 50. Add 1 extra day of balance practice, because your brain loves routine. This is when many people start noticing that standing up from their favorite chair feels just a bit easier. Week 3. Developing trust. Your body is starting to respond like an old friend who knows what you need. Aim for 10 repetitions of strength exercises, 30 seconds of balance work. Try doing calf raises twice a day, once during your morning coffee ritual, once while dinner is cooking. This week, pay attention to how you feel walking around your house. Many people notice they're reaching for handrails less often, or feeling more confident on stairs. Week 4. Celebrating partnership. By now, these movements should feel as natural as reading your favorite section of the newspaper. You might surprise yourself by wanting to do more than the minimum. That's your body saying thank you for the attention you've been giving it. Consider this your graduation week. Try all 5 movements in one session, maybe 15 minutes total, while you listen to your favorite music from the good old days. After 4 weeks, you'll have built something precious, a habit that serves your health every single day. From here, you can continue exactly as you are, or gradually add more repetitions as your body asks for them. Some people love the routine exactly as is. Others discover they want to challenge themselves a bit more. Both paths are perfect, because the best exercise routine is the one you actually enjoy doing. The key is consistency, not intensity. Think of it like tending a garden. Regular attention yields beautiful results. I'd love to hear which of these movements helped you the most. Drop a comment and let our community know about your progress. If this video gave you hope that you can stay strong and independent, please hit subscribe. You're not just getting health tips, you're joining thousands of seniors who refuse to let age slow them down. Remember, every strong person was once a beginner. Your body has served you faithfully for decades. Now give it the gift of these 5 simple movements. Start today, stay consistent, and watch your confidence return one movement at a time.